Award season is just around the corner. You know what that means. Avatar's gonna sweep them again, baby. Why do people like those movies? Seriously, I will never know. I do know this. I watched a movie the other night that blew me away because I expected so little from it, and I don't know why. The director's previous movie was Uncut Gems, which I actually really loved. Adam Sandler's typically not one that I go to anymore since Happy Gilmore. He's really kind of let me down, but Uncut Gems is an uncut gem. And Marty Supreme is the new film that I watched and I want to talk about today in a spoiler-free review. The movie's not even out yet, but I got early access screeners to it because I am, for some reason, I tricked people into believing I'm a critic. So I'm certified, part of the Critics' Choice Association, and Rotten Tomatoes certified as well. So now I'm just they shower me with gifts at this point. It's quite something special. Anyway, let's talk about Marty Supreme. Hollywood vag throb Timothée Chalamet is back in another movie that's surely gonna get him an Oscar nod. And to be fair, he rightly deserves one, because he is fan-fucking-tastic in Marty Supreme, a movie that's not based on a true story, but it's loosely pulling from a real character. A character that very much wants to become the world's best ping pong player, table tennis, I suppose they would refer to it as. It sounds classier, you know? Good luck beating Forrest Gump, because in my headcanon, he is the best. What we're dealing with here is an R-rated 2.5-hour film. Calm down. I get scared by long movies too, but when they're damn good, I'm damn fine watching them. And to this movie's credit, I could have watched a lot more, because when a movie works, I just want to keep sitting in the world, right? And the world here is 1950s New York for the most part. We're going to be following a young Marty Mauser, pie-in-the-sky dreams. He has nothing but opportunity in front of him. Unlike me, who's a lifeless husk of a man, basically dead inside for many years to come. And now I'm reviewing films on the internet. How sad. Anyway, this movie's great. It's one of my favorites of the year. I'd say it's in the top 5 already, and then that's speaking volumes because this has been a banger of a year for mediocre shit, and occasionally we get a decent one. This is one of those films. Not only do we have Timothée Chalamet in this, we have Gwyneth Paltrow. That's a sales point for someone. She's good here. She plays a aging actress who is super famous, and everybody still wants to bang her, including Timothée Chalamet's character. Listen, what I love about Marty Mauser is he is an opportunist, and he is a guy that knows how to talk himself out of anything. He could sell a ketchup popsicle to a person with white gloves. Ketchup popsicle, you're asking, Tommy boy? It's true. This guy has a way with words, and what makes him so dangerous is he's actually freaking talented. When he gets a paddle in his hand, you better believe he's going to go for the gold almost every time. That is, until he goes up against one of those tricky Japanese fellows. There is a man so damn good with a paddle you would think he was sculpted from the gods of ping pong themselves. And he's going to operate as somewhat of a foil for Marty Mauser, but the real enemy in this movie, the real antagonist, is Marty himself. He's going to find himself in a world of trouble just trying to get up the funds so he can go to Japan to compete in a final event that's going to put him on the map. Unfortunately, as great as this guy is with words, he's equally as good with burning bridges and letting people down. It's an easy thing to offer people the world. It's another thing to give it to them. And that's something that he fails at time and time again. And we get to watch the spectacular downfall as he tries to climb out of a hole he dug for himself. We do have a great cast here. His girlfriend is wonderful. His parents are fantastic. There's a lot of quirky characters, and I like movies where there's quirks involved. I like when people are a little outside the bun. I also like a movie with movement, and this thing is always going forward. There's never dull scenes where he's just sitting around talking to people that doesn't have some life to it. There's energy behind every shot of this film, and the dialogue is so snappy, so witty, and I appreciate the vulgarity of it all and the fact that Marty is an asshole, but he's also a charming one. He has no problem getting his hands dirty. He has no problem trying to throw a punch himself. Although if he can pay someone to do it for him, he will do it every time. 10 out of 10. As funny and as gripping as this movie is, there's also some great drama here. It's not a tearjerker for me by any means, but man, Timothée Chalamet is really doing it in this film. The guy is all over the place with the emotions, and he is selling me on this character. He's a fast talker. He is a smooth criminal, Michael Jackson, and he does not take no for an answer, to a point where he will obnoxiously keep calling a person until they pick up the phone and hear what he has to say, to the point where he will travel throughout the night to an establishment to find whatever thing he needs to retrieve, to bring it back to someone else, that he promised something to someone else who has something for him that he needs to take somewhere. Like, this is just a maze of woven shit that he has to navigate through. It honestly reminded me of Caught Stealing, that Austin Butler film from a month or so back. Not the greatest movie, it was okay, but it had a similar concept behind it, where Timothée Chalamet's character Marty has all these different people kind of all after him for different reasons, and it's all gonna lead to one central final piece, and that final piece is the championship game. Listen, I think it helps that I dabbled in a little table tennis myself back in the day. I wouldn't say I could go pro by any means, but I could paint the line pretty well. I could dance with the line when I wanted to. A little bit of a tip, just the tip on the line of the table. Anyway, enough about me. Go watch Marty Supreme when it hits theaters in a couple weeks. I do not think you'll be disappointed. And again, the runtime, it's justified here. The film runs lickety smooth fast. That's not an expression, but I'm expressing it regardless. And I cannot imagine you leaving going, wow, Adam, fuck you for wasting my time with this movie. No, I think you're gonna say, thank you, Adam. You're gonna come to me, tears in your eyes, as people often do, and say, sir, Adam, I respect you more than ever before. You really did not let me down with Marty Supreme. And I think to celebrate, I'm gonna get a Taco Supreme, because that just goes hand in hand, of course. Okay, that's all I have for you. Fantastic movie, one of my favorite this year. Check out Marty Supreme. If you saw it already somehow at like an early showing, or maybe you're another critic spying on me thinking, what did he have to say about it? He's always wrong. Everybody else, leave a comment below telling me if you saw the film or if you're now intrigued and want to see it. Please think of subbing to the show, Adam Does Movies, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Rumble now. I'm all over the place. Would love to have you at one of them. And that's all I have for you. Hopefully I see you next time. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching the video and sticking around to the end. If you enjoy what I do here, maybe think of becoming a patron at patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. It would be a perfect time to join too, because I'm having a 30% off Cyber Monday through wherever I decide to take it. Join right now and you get that awesome benefit like these folks over here. And again, if you strike while the iron's hot, the discount will be applied. All right, hopefully I see you next time. Take care.